everybody has had a great week. Welcome, everyone. Can't believe how fast this week has gone by. Glad we finally made it. Let's see here and get everything booted up. There we go. Lighting's good. Internet's working, thank goodness. And it is getting cold. What are the temperatures like where you live? It is going to be 21 degrees here in the morning. I am not looking forward to that. There we go. Oh. Well, hey Dave. David Bird, hey Roby. Get this up and running here. There we go. Hey Connie. How are you? David Bird says, hey, happy Friday, TGIF. Everybody smash that like button. Yes, thank you very much. All the likes help spread us out across the YouTube world and save as many people as we can, as much money as we can, because it is crunch time, even if you do not celebrate. And this is something someone brought up the other day. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, now is a great time to stock up on a lot of these foods that are pretty cheap right now. The one thing that I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit tonight is Kroger may not actually be the best place to buy some of these items. We've noticed that Walmart has had a lot of rollback offers, and I mean a ton, not just on Thanksgiving foods, but other things as well. I went to Sam's Club yesterday, and I gotta say, not as good of deals as I thought there would be. There are some on some Thanksgiving items, maybe not a lot of stuff people would want to bulk up buy on, but there are a lot of good things. I'm probably going to revisit Sam's Club maybe next week because there's a lot of things that I missed that a lot of stuff that's been missing. A lot of the cheese, apparently, in a lot of the Sam's Clubs across the country has been missing. I don't know what it is. We've heard that produce has been very low. Produce is always low at our Sam's Club, always. I don't know why. Maybe because they know they might not sell it because they have to charge more than Kroger's or Walmart or some of these other places. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry, hello. Hey, Catherine. Yeah, apparently we got some bad weather all over here. Oh, and Catherine, I don't know if you got the message. We did get your card. Thank you so much for the fan mail. We really appreciate that. It was always touching to read fan mail. Me and Jessica love doing it. Let's see here. Watch the Eastern Sky. Hello. Hello to you. Hey, Chris Doubleton. Hello. Happy Friday. Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I was going to put happy birthday on there yesterday, but I wanted to say it to you today on your actual birthday. I saw that comment, but happy birthday. That's awesome. Hope you did something nice. Hope you had a little treat, cake, or something. Hey, Sputter Spark. Yes, happy Veterans Day, too. Happy Veterans Day, guys. Let's thank our veterans. We have a lot of things to be thankful for those who are in the military, who have retired from the military, and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there. This is a day that I feel we should remember more than most. Everybody saying hi to Jess. She's on here somewhere. Hey, DGI. How are you, buddy? Cheap Laugh Kennedy, hello. Hey, Tanette. Heather Schidler, hello. Oh, and yes, Heather, we did get the blanket. I don't know if I mentioned that. Thank you very much. Jessica loved it. Beth Geary, hello to you. Hey, Wendy. How are you? Yes, happy Veterans Day. Let's see, I'm going to try and... Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Jamie. Adventures with TOT, hello. Marcia, hello. 79 there in Florida. Wow, that must be nice. David Bird says Kroger is good. It is good. And I went to Kroger Marketplace today, and the one thing I will say is that the things we're seeing some good deals. We are. I know we get a lot of comments on butter. Land O'Lakes butter is probably the number one that we get thousands of comments on over the course of the last month. Butter has been a big one. Land O'Lakes is on sale, $3.49. It's a great deal. Regular price on that is $6.49. So you can get Land O'Lakes butter now. Stock up on it. Get caught up here real quick. David says, stay safe in the bad weather. Absolutely, absolutely. Ann Bowery says, hi from a retired teacher from Eastern Tennessee. I just turned 68 today. Wow, happy birthday to you too. All right, 2 birthdays today. Cheryl S., hello. Hi, Danno and Jess. Hope everyone is having a great evening. We are. Thank you. Hope you are. Tommy Kramer says, was wondering if you got the ad for Ruler Foods I sent. I was looking for that, Tommy. No, I didn't. Did you send that through an email? Send it again. Send it again, because I was curious about that. Now, when does their sales end for the week? Do they start like Sunday through Saturday, or is it like Kroger where it's Wednesday through Tuesday? But I tried to find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. Now, mind you, we get over 100 emails a day. So, sometimes I may miss something. I apologize for that. But, once I hit like 10,000 subscribers, I get all these offers and deals, and they pop up. It's like most of it's spam. I even have my email account set up for spam, like to take it out, and it just shows up anyway. Same with the channel. I mean, you guys see the spam, the cryptocurrency spam stuff. Just don't ever respond to any of that. I'll get to it when I get to it. I erase it when I get to it. Same with other things. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Gary, the retired cable guy. Good evening to you. Adventures with TOT says, you can call me Tot, like Tater Tot? Okay. David says, what is your favorite food for Thanksgiving? You should know that. Unless you're new to the channel. I love turkey. I absolutely love turkey. It's probably because I only eat it twice a year. I love turkey's my favorite. Sean Penrid says, I purchased my Butterball turkey from Walmart at $1.18 per pound. Yeah, it's a good deal. It's really the best deal we've seen. Kroger, now it's a little confusing tomorrow in the video, and I edited it the best way I could. But some of the turkey sales are very confusing. So apparently honeysuckle is on sale for the 69 cents a pound. Okay, but it doesn't say that on the turkey. It says it on a sign kind of off in the distance at our Kroger. And it's a little confusing because that you don't need a digital coupon. If you want to get the 49 cents a pound Kroger turkey, you have to spend the $25, and it's on a digital coupon. So you have to do all that. If you do the 69 cents one, no digital coupon required. And they told me that you don't have to spend the $25. Now, I don't know that for sure because I talked to a manager and that's what he told me. Honestly, he seemed a little confused about it. I don't go into that in the video. I just kind of explain the best way I can. But at 69 cents a pound for honeysuckle, they're going to be gone. They're all gone. They didn't have any. And I'm not surprised. That's the best deal out there. I believe they were 98 cents a pound at Walmart, and they had some the last time I went there, so keep that in mind. Okay, again, if I miss any comments, I do have to keep up in real time because we have a lot of people on here. So if it's something you want to say and I'm getting down to the bottom, I'll try to catch it again, but I do have to keep up in real time with the comments. Wendy says, I'm old enough to remember when some employers gave you a free turkey at Thanksgiving. Wish those days would come back. Yes, I remember my dad. They would all get free turkeys for Thanksgiving. Carol Main says, my son is 30 on Sunday. Well, happy birthday to your little boy there. Homestead, how are you? Talking to Lori. Victoria Neitzel says, hi, Danno from Victoria and Robert from Iowa. Hello to you. Some dude, what's up, Danno? What's up to you, buddy? Tommy Creamer says, I sent it in the regular mail, big brown envelope, and the sales are just like Kroger. Okay, so I haven't been to the PO box this week, so I'll go check that out tomorrow. We try to only go to the PO box every few days because it's close-ish, so it's like, but I've really been trying to spend a lot of time on the videos every day. It's been taking me longer and longer because I'm really trying to speak very clearly, because I've noticed that some things have been a little. People are always, pointing things out and all that stuff, and I appreciate that. I do, but I'm trying to clean up a lot of the different things and make it look better. Camera quality. If you've noticed, the cameras looked a little better lately, but I'm spending more time trying to do some other things too. Where I'm trying, I am not a genius when it comes to computers. So I know, at least for the stuff that I do, I know a little bit what I'm doing, but we're trying to come up with some merchandise. We keep getting comments. People want a shirt, they want a mug, they want a coffee mug, to hang out here on the live show and drink our coffee together with the same mugs. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all the heartwarming comments of these things. We're trying to work that out. And trying to work it out in a way to where it's cheap for everybody. Some of these sites, it looks like some of the prices are kind of outrageous, and it's like I don't even think I'm gonna try and make any money on them. I don't really need to. I don't know. I mean, people are always asking us how they can support the channel. That'll be a little bit of a way. We're trying to work out a couple other details and things. And I don't want it to be, like, for merchandise, I don't want it to be very expensive for everybody, because I want everybody to be able to get something, and it's like some of these prices, it's like, you got to I think to myself, like, would I pay for that? It's like, like $25, $35 for a t-shirt just seems a bit extreme. So I'm trying to find some better deals on that. But and a lot of my time has been trying to figure that out this week, plus all the holiday sales, trying to get the best deals to you as fast as possible, and making sure that I'm covering those while still covering a lot of things that people have been asking about. There's been a lot of empty shelves up north. We're getting comments from Michigan, Wisconsin, even Pennsylvania, and prices have just gotten insane in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is, but we're getting comments of things that are almost double the prices that they are here. And it's like, and I know, like, we get comments from California too, and it's like, I feel like stuff is cheap compared to out there. But I mean, it's hard to really compare products from, like, here to California, but it's getting hard in some places in the Midwest too. And it's surprisingly, with a lot of the empty shelves going on and the high prices, we're trying to cover these things too, as well as trying to cover all the different holiday deals, which I'm hoping that Kroger does something next week. We've gotten a couple comments. A buddy of ours up north, he's always commenting about some stuff in Meyer. You probably know who he is. But he's, bringing up a lot of the sales that are coming up, and I appreciate that and everything. So it does look like Meyer's going to have some good deals. But Kroger, it just doesn't, it seems like they could be a little cheaper than what they are. Like, we're starting to find better deals in other places. You would think that Kroger, being as big as they are, would be on top of this, but, I don't know. And we get a lot of comments on that. I try to answer them the best I can if I know about it. I know a lot of people, And, I talk to a lot of people, but there's only so much that some people know. Crown Apple Kid. Oh, you get a free ham for Christmas there, huh? Up at Jungle Gems. That's another place that I have to go. Not going to be able to get there this weekend. I'm going to be doing a little bit of driving through Kentucky. Going to check out a couple stores in Kentucky and focus on that. Maybe do that. That's pretty much going to be the weekend. Some dude, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thanks for all your hard work, Danno. Me and the wife love you guys. We clip most of the coupons you mentioned and shop the deals you and Jess find. Also, my wife's name is Jessica also. Oh, that's easy to remember then. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Glad we can help. We love reading these comments. We absolutely do. It's amazing. You guys are really awesome. Just everybody tuning in every day. We get a lot of comments that some of the stores that people don't even have, they just like watching the show to compare things maybe in the future or to just watch the show. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. I really do. It's like, I know sometimes, when you do these every day, when you do these videos every day, sometimes it does take its toll on you. And I'm sure it has shined through on sometimes. It usually happens when I'm at Kroger and there's a million people and it's hard to really get anything done. But it also affects me when I have just done a video on prices that have just gone insane. And then I go to another store like Kroger where we should be seeing cheaper prices than Family Dollar, and it's like these prices are even more than that. And it really does. It's like, it's hard for me to focus sometimes. Like, how can I give this kind of information? I basically just need to warn people that, hey, if you find this price cheaper, get it now because it's going up. And sometimes that can really, I'm trying to kind of take that part out of the videos and just wait. Like sometimes I'll just hang out, maybe get a cup of coffee or something and just kind of chill for a minute and then go back into the video with a more lighter perspective. Thank you, Ann. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the super chat. Guys, thank you so much for those. We do. We put everything back into the channel. We're trying to do as much as we can to make it better. We're growing. We're getting big, guys. I mean, it really, and thank you all for that. It's growing so fast that it's got me thinking, like, and not that I haven't taken it this way before, but when you see things happening and you see things growing like this, you tend to think like you want to make it professional. You want to, put a collared shirt on for your live shows. But, most of you guys probably know this, but years ago I used to be a musician. I used to play guitar. I was in a few bands, and there's one thing that I learned about playing music is that if you don't take it professionally, if you don't treat it like a professional job, then you're never going to make money at it. And the thing is that I never really cared about making money at music. And it was like, I just loved it. I just loved, playing out at places and stuff like that. But the bands did. And it was like, that was kind of indifferent. It's like they're wanting to travel all these different places. And I just wanted to play at a corner bar somewhere. It wasn't like, and I realized that part in my life, I knew that if I was going to make something big, or if something ever happened and I created my own job or my own business, I knew that I would have to treat it like a professional. And if you treat things like a professional, good things will happen, and that's, we get comments from smaller YouTube channels, and that's kind of what I try to preach to them. We get a lot of emails, so you guys may not see these in the comments, but some smaller YouTubers have reached out to us about some things similar to what I'm doing, but they also ask me for advice, and I say that my first piece of advice is treat it like a professional. Like if you're talking about adventures. I don't know where I got that. If if you're going around like for when I first did, going to museums and theme parks and stuff like that, treat it like a professional. Get the volume right, get the voice right. Make sure that it's something that you would want to listen to. People always comment on the audio. There's people that have. We've gotten a lot of comments on the ASMR, right? That I deliver a professional voice into the videos. Well, there's a reason. I'm trying to do that because I want to make it very clear and I want to make it comforting. Because in these kind of situations, the last thing I want to do is freak somebody out. Like we were talking last week about doom and gloom and stuff like that. I don't want to bring that. I just want to make people aware. Make people aware and make people aware in a way to where it's like, okay, if I tell people this will stick in your head. So you know that when you go to the store, you know you're getting a good deal on this because Danno said so. I love that. Somebody was saying that I need a shirt, shopping with Danno or saving money with Danno. We're working. I like that. Saving money with Danno. That's going to be a shirt probably. Thank you, Homestead. Really appreciate that. You are very welcome. Thank you for the super chat. That's another thing too. We've been seeing gas prices kind of go back up. Election's over, so gas prices are going to probably be going back up. So I just know that from history. Traditionally, gas prices go back up after election day. So, keep that in mind. Wendy says, time for some Danno swag. You got it. Now I need my tie. Maybe a bow tie. We'll go full on. Hey, Violet. Hello. Tracy Muckinfuss. Hello to you. Charlie Cat. Hello from Kingston, New York. Hello to you. We've been getting a lot of viewers from New York lately. I remember like 7 or 8 months ago, that was one thing I was thinking of. Like, how come we're not getting a lot of viewers in New York? Like, we would notice that we would get a ton of viewers from Illinois and Indiana, and then Michigan just blew up. I mean, we've got a whole fleet of Michigan viewers, and now we're starting to get a lot of people from New York, which I think is awesome. We have a lot of upstate New York. We got two, and it's kind of funny how YouTube works sometimes. We have 2 people that just subscribed from Middletown, New York. Okay, so if you're on here, the same day. So actually, I don't know if you're related, but probably you didn't. In the comments, it didn't seem like you were. I just thought that was kind of funny. Like maybe there was an event that I was talking about in a video that actually led that video to you in Middletown, New York. It was just very random and strange that we would get two subscribers from the same town. And then they started chatting. That was pretty cool. But that's the whole idea, right? Is that we connect with each other so that, like I've always said, if everybody chats with everybody from people of their own towns, we're able to do what we're ultimately trying to do all together is compare all these prices to let people know where the cheapest things are. And the bigger we get, the more efficient that's going to be. Carol says, Danno, you look like a music teacher. I was actually a music teacher. Wasn't very successful at it. The bad thing about teaching guitar, and I think it's just guitar. If you talk, I play piano too, but it's like people who want to play piano stick with it, right? Now I'm no professional when it comes to piano, but I've been playing guitar since I knew I had hands, and I was broke. I was flat broke. I had a job that was not paying well. This was like 20 years ago. And I was like, well, I heard a buddy who was doing guitar lessons and he was telling me about it. He said, you should do it. I said, you know what? Why not? So I came up with like lesson plans and everything. I had a few students and it built up for a little bit. But the problem with guitar is that most people who want to play guitar don't want to learn how to play guitar. They want to learn how to play Master of Puppets. Right? Or I know one of them was a Nirvana song that I would explain to a lot of students that you want to learn the basics first. Like I could teach you how to play this song, But, and I was happy that they would just want to learn that song, because if you learn a song on guitar, any song, it does open up like your mind to kind of feeding off of other notes and stuff on guitar. So, I mean, even if you're just wanting to learn one song, which is going to be very difficult if you don't know what you're doing. But I was pretty successful in teaching the kid how to play this Nirvana song, and he still plays to this day, 20 years later. He's pretty good too. I see him every now and then, he thanks me, and it's like, hey, you did it. I just taught you how to play one song. You figured it out on your own. Thank you, Rita. Thank you for the super sticker there. Yes. Cheers to that. What kind of coffee are we drinking tonight? I get a lot of comments. People say they can't drink coffee at night. It's one of my favorite times too. It's like I'm exhausted. I did the video. I did a couple hours worth of editing. You wouldn't believe how long it takes to upload one of my videos to YouTube. It takes, I don't know, you have to convert the video, which takes about 45 minutes, and it takes about another 45 minutes to upload the video. And then comes the fun part where you have to figure out a description and all that stuff. And you guys know I'm pretty simple when it comes to titles. I try to just get right to the point of what I'm trying to get to. Hey, lovely lyrics. Hello. Sandy G, hello to you. Live right next to Reno? Okay. Metal Kick says you should play guitar on the live stream. Yeah, I got to put away. I probably should. Got to be careful with music on YouTube, though. Now I have a couple songs that are my own, that I like the music at the beginning and the end of every video. I wrote that. That is actually my music. And for those of you who have been here for the last couple years, I used to have another song that I played in the videos, which I actually prefer that, but it doesn't fit very well with what I'm doing now on YouTube. Because I just needed something to be right at the point, like just real quick, get it out there. This is our channel, boom, on to the show. Whereas to where the other videos, I liked the way I used to do it though. When we, because that's where Adventures with Danno came from, was me and Jessica adventuring out everywhere. I mean, we did everything: museums, theme parks, Gatlinburg, you guys know, Disney, Kings Island, all this stuff, and that was the bulk of the channel. And it was basically just me talking about everything. I mean, I have a whole cicada playlist. You want to see millions of cicadas? Check out some of those videos. It's on the playlist on our channel. Go down to playlist, and it's literally the first one is Cicada Invasion 2021. Oh, thank you, Homestead. Really appreciate that. Thank you. It's okay today, Danno. All my community does. DD. Oh, okay. Yeah, DD. I can't believe the gas money you spend. I can't believe the gas money you spend on gas these days. Thanks again for your work. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. And she's been around here for a long time. And I thank you all so much, not just for our new viewers, but we've had viewers for the last year, over a year, 2 years, that have stuck with us, through all of this, that have not only been through like the beginning of the channel, but are still here after our channel had basically taken a 180, because we knew that we wanted to do something to help people. We didn't know what that was a couple years ago, and up to about a year and a couple months, we knew what we had to do. We knew that we wanted to shop, to show the deals, to show what's going on. And it was a different time around here. And this, what makes me kind of sad, right, is that we're getting comments from areas of people of the things that were happening to us last year are happening to you this year. When we were talking about all the empty shelves, and it was like, people were disagreeing with me. People were like, what are you talking about? There ain't no empty shelves. This store's full. And it's like, I'm showing you what's in I live in Cincinnati. Okay, like if you live in Alabama somewhere, well, good. I mean, I'm glad your stores are full, but keep in mind, this is what we're missing. And there are things called a trickle effect, where it's like, if we're not getting, we live on the heart of the country on 75, Highway 75, north and south. I mean, we're in the middle, so it's like, what's going to affect us is going to affect everybody north and south of us. And, and a lot of people who were talking about these things, a month or so later, we're getting the same comments from them. Oh, yeah, we're missing milk. We're missing dairy. We can't get any pop, and it was just two examples. But I mean, it was like, this is why we try to stay up on it. This is why we try, and we're seeing a lot of the same things that happened last year, just not in the massiveness that it has happened like it was last year. Like I'm finding empty shelves, and I'm trying not to focus as much on that because they're still coming in, right? They're still coming in on a lot of these things. So I don't want to, because right now we're focused on the holidays and saving money a different way, right? It's like, if we can get these products, get the cheapest ones, stock up while you can. Don't pay attention to anybody on the channel who says, don't stock up, don't buy any more than you need. They're loading down on this stuff. It's going to get thrown away otherwise, right? So it's like, buy as much as you want. If it's offered, don't let people tell you that. I know somebody left a comment the other day that they were really sad that somebody was yelling at them in the store and that they had way too much canned goods and all this stuff, and saying that she was the reason why there's a shortage on this stuff. That is not true. That is absolutely not true. Buy whatever you want if it's allowed. And we see places that limit stuff. And when they limit stuff, well, that's because they don't have much of it, obviously. Buy whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you different, ever. I'm sure some of you guys remember the little debacle when I was at Target that one time, and that lady was yelling at the other lady. I didn't say nothing because I wasn't going to get in the middle of it. But the lady bought up like a ton of paper towels and toilet paper and all this stuff. And the other lady was yelling at her saying, this is why we can't get toilet paper. This is, and it's like, you don't know what she's buying it for. She could be buying this for her church or for her family members. She may not, or even if she's just buying this for herself, who cares? That's her business, not yours. And, it's like, and the lady, it's like the other lady was like, she was like, looked sad. She wasn't saying nothing. She just kept going on. It's probably what I would have done. I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd been like, whatever. But, yeah, it's, we're having more and more instances like this. And people get on the channel here, just people angry, I guess. And they leave these comments, and it's like, and I'll leave them. And I know that people get on here and defend, and that's great. That's, that's what we should do, because maybe that person who's leaving a comment like that's why I don't take a lot of that stuff down, even though I could if I wanted to. But that's why I leave a lot of this stuff up, so that maybe this person, somebody will get a comment and a few comments, on why, or different reasonings why this person may be buying up a lot of stuff. And maybe they'll change their attitude about it, because that is how people change. This angry person who left a comment because somebody bought too much stuff, well, and this has happened on the channel before. That's how I know it works sometimes. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes somebody gets vulgar and I gotta hit the delete button. But it's like, this is how people change. This is how the world can change. One person at a time. Thank you very much, Margin. Margin Van Leer says, you should make a song for your YouTube channel. I already have. That is the song at the beginning and the end. I already, yeah, I don't have words. I can't sing. I can't sing for nothing. Margin Van Leer, thank you again. Thank you again for the super chat. I am in Arizona, but my family is in Kentucky, Florida. There's a Kentucky, Florida, or family in Kentucky and Florida. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was in Kentucky, Florida. Yeah, I hope to actually, probably, I'm going to either try to visit Costco, Menards, a couple different places I kind of have in my mind. I'm trying to do like It's been kind of like I'll get up in the morning and I'll check like all these other stores that are having like some great sales and everything. I've looked at Trader Joe's, I've looked at Whole Foods, I've looked at some other places that people have been asking about. I was gonna make the drive to Save a Lot, and it's like I don't know if it's really worth my drive because it's like the sales there I don't really feel are that great. I don't know if it's, some of the stuff probably is, and I'd love to do a video on Save a Lot. Maybe not right now because we're kind of crunch time to try and find the best deals. And I always try to find the places that most people are talking about on the channel. That was the whole reason why we're doing Costco. I love Costco, but we have a lot of people that shop at Costco. So we were like, well, we gotta focus on Costco. We have Sam's, we have Costco, and it's like those seem to be the two places to where if you're gonna buy in bulk, that's a big one. And BJ's is a big one. BJ's wholesale. We get a lot of comments on that. So, and we do have one. It's down in Kentucky too. You might have to check that out. Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. Yeah, I guess the internet's going out on you. I know you said the weather was getting bad. Well, Catherine, you have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Again, um, if I missed any comments, I don't know. Is Jess on here? Oh no, she might have fell asleep. She was pretty tired. It's been a fast week for me. It feels like it's kind of been a long week for her. Hey, Jason, how are you, buddy? What did Tennessee? Same thing, Arkansas? I don't know. Uh, Bubble Bobble. Boy, say that 10 times fast. Lettuce is a scam. It's literally 95% water. So I saw that. I was like, I wanted to talk about that for a second. So lettuce has been going sky high in price. Okay. And it's been like that everywhere. It's like I thought it was just really high here. No, no. It is getting expensive everywhere. And one of the issues that we're having with lettuce is it looks bad. It looks terrible. The other day I was at Walmart, yeah, I didn't even put it on video. It looked terrible. I was like, why would you even bring this out here? Or how long? Nobody's buying this. Nobody's buying this, and they shouldn't because this looks like crap. I mean, it was terrible. And the Myers, it's like I almost felt like lettuce has been so bad lately that when I was looking at the Myers lettuce, it looked acceptable. It was still brown. I mean, it was still like not good, right? I wouldn't buy it. And I I was like, okay, it's gone down a little bit in price. This ain't too bad. No, it's bad. It's bad. Like I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Another excuse or something. I really don't know. But lettuce has looked really bad. The romaine lettuce, they're charging like almost $5 for romaine lettuce. Uh, yeah, okay. And it's like white. There's like no green in it. The ones at Kroger that I've shown, they look terrible. And it's like, I don't know. I saw that comment there and I wanted to talk about that for a second. We've been getting a lot of comments on lettuce. And then some people were saying they haven't been able to find it. It's like, well, that's why. Because a reputable business is going to throw that in the trash and just say, well, we don't have any. Sorry, it's bad. Just be honest with people. Tell them, like, this is terrible lettuce. We're not going to sell it to you. And I've heard comments of lettuce in restaurants. Like people aren't getting salads because the lettuce will come out and it's got that look like it's been opened and sitting in the fridge for like a week. It's like you don't want to go to a restaurant and get a salad like that. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. Salads look terrible around here. Thank you very much, Heather. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the super chat. When we come to Cincinnati in March, do you know if Jungle Gyms will ship stuff for us back to Oklahoma? Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Let us know when you come up there, too. Might do a video that day. Absolutely love Jungle Gym. So you're flying? Oh, well, yeah. I know you can order online at Jungle Gyms, but yeah, I don't know if you can get everything I don't know. That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Thank you very much for the super chat. You will absolutely love Jungle Gyms. It is one of the coolest stores you will ever go into in your life. It is awesome. And that's where you go, right? You want a good head of lettuce. They are not going to sell it if it looks like that. And Jungle Gyms orders from all over the world. They get stuff shipped from all over the world daily. Like spare no expense. It's expensive. I mean, it's one of them where it's like, wow, I never thought I'd see a grocery store that's more than Publix. Actually, Publix has some good deals. Jungle Gyms does too sometimes, but you're not going to find anything bad in there. You're not going to find a greenish, dark, yellowish tomato. It's going to be bright red, the most pretty tomato you've ever seen. It's going to cost more, but it's going to be you're going to eat that tomato and you're going to be like, yeah, it's what it tasted like when I had that good crop that year. You know? Thank you, Homestead. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I like the little sticker guy. You know, it's cool with the super stickers too because I can categorize, I can like file them on my YouTube studio. So it's something where they look. If you have a YouTube channel, you may know what I'm talking about. But they like kind of all dance around like the coffee guys. They like cheers each other. So when I'm editing, I can like have that sitting over there. So it's fun to watch. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. You guys are awesome. Margin says, I wish we had Myers in Arizona. Myers is getting a lot better. Some of the prices are getting a little better, but I've noticed the quality is getting a lot better, and that's what's important, right? Because it's like, yeah, you don't want to pay a fortune for these things, but if I'm going to spend 50 cents more on apples, knowing that they're going to be way better than, say, Kroger or Aldi or any of the other ones, I'm using that as an example. I feel like most people would want something that isn't going to go bad. One one of the biggest things that we've had this year is peaches. Peaches have been rock solid everywhere. I quit buying them. I was like, I didn't I actually edited it out. There's a lot of stuff that you guys don't see in the store that I edit out because it doesn't go with the video. And I hate doing that. But again, I don't want these videos to be an hour long either. I try to keep them 30 minutes or less. Because, and I know some of you probably would watch it if it was an hour, but I don't know. It's hard. When I'm editing stuff, I have to be able to think to myself, would I watch this for 30 minutes? Would I watch this for 40 minutes? I've done some videos where they've been 40 minutes because I knew it was like, I'm keeping it going. It's flowing right. Sometimes I just can't get stuff out, right? It flows well when it's all edited and nice looking but sometimes I stutter my words. I need to do some blooper videos. That would be fun. That would be half the video that I edited out. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kroger. I might have missed something here. Sorry, guys. I do apologize. I do try to keep up in real time with these, though. I am trying to go back and look at a couple things. Yes, Walton. Yes, it has been bad, no doubt. Linda Beard says, the state of Kansas is really good on grocery prices and our supplies have been great. Midwest is doing real good. Well, Kansas is, and that's good. That's awesome. Can't speak for all the Midwest, though, because we've, Indiana, there's parts of Indiana that have been struggling and some parts of Illinois. So I don't know. And I know somebody was from Arkansas on here. We've been getting comments from Arkansas at some of their stores and some stores out in California, like Ralph's, which is a Kroger-owned company. And there was another one that wasn't low on products, but the prices were really going up, was Food for Less. That was a really big one. And it's like, a store, Food for Less, and it's like your prices are just getting ridiculous. And, oh, yeah, and the one in Tennessee, Food City. Food City, we've been getting comments on those stores where the prices have been going really high. There's been some good holiday deal at Food City in Tennessee, though. So if you live in Tennessee, you may want to check out your local Food City. That is another thing. We've kind of gotten some comments lately on me doing some virtual tours through some other stores, right? Doing other stores from around the country. I think this would be really interesting. For right now, for the holidays and everything, or maybe after Thanksgiving, maybe I'll do a video like that. And I don't know which store I would really pick. It would probably be one that is most commented on, and not like because maybe Giant Eagle. You know, a lot of you guys shop at Giant Eagle. We don't have that around. It would be one that I can't drive to, obviously. But if it works out, you know, if I'm able to do it and it works out nice, maybe do that in the future. And thank you to people who left comments about that. That is something I've thought about doing in the past, but just it always seems like it's, you know, even with just the stores around here, it always seems imperative to get this information out as fast as possible. And I try to do it in a way that I see best with a lot of the different stores that we get in the comments. A lot of them we can relate to. Some of them I go to that nobody shops at, it seems like, is Big Lots. I love Big Lots. That's why I go there. But yeah, as far as food goes, which we've gotten comments on a lot of people that do shop there. Plus, our Big Lots is always packed with people buying food and stuff at Big Lots, which is surprising because it's gotten really expensive. But some people swear by it. Miss Elaine, 1027, thank you very much. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Wendy says, Blooper Adventures with Danno, I'd watch that. Yeah, you know, there's one time we were in Gatlinburg and me and Jessica just could not get it together. We couldn't stop laughing. We would talk about things, you know, and I gave up on the ending, and it was basically like a whole blooper reel. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty funny. It was a video we did. It wasn't, I don't think it was last year. It might have been a little longer. It was one we went to the Christmas Inn, or no, the Christmas shop, right? Not the inn. It's across the street. It's like the giant Christmas place shop, and it was hilarious. We just couldn't stop laughing. It was one of them slap happy days, and you'd be surprised how often that happens. You just don't notice, like, because Jessica's always getting me to laugh, and that's so funny. The things off camera that you never hear, right? Some of the things I can't even say. Sometimes we roar out the expletives. Miss Elaine says, Gary says you are doing great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Tim Furnish says, enjoy your content. Do you make a living doing this? This is my full-time job, yes. It has become my full-time job, and ever since I hit 10,000 subscribers, yep, it was full on. I've realized that we can make a full-time job out of this, and that's part of how we're building to the point to where we're able to do that, and there's no looking back. This is it. And I'll tell you what, it's scary. It's scary at first when you take on something like this or a new job or something. But, you know, when you're confident in what you're doing, that's another thing that I've talked to other YouTubers, and you know who you are. I see a couple of you on the channel here tonight. Is being confident in what you're doing. Know that you can do anything you want, right? You can put it together, and you can compile it into something. I always say that if you're going to do something and you want to make it a business on YouTube, not only does it have to be something that you're passionate about, it has to be something that you can do consistently. Now, that doesn't mean putting videos out every day, right? But it is something that you have to focus on, because whether you're an entertainer, whether you're an informant, or like, I say that right, whether you're someone who gives information, you know, because I feel like those are the things that I like to do. I like to educate people. And a lot of things that I've done in my life have been educating people, you know, guitar lessons, stuff like that. This, you know, it's like, it's something that I can help people. I can educate people, and I can make a living doing it. Those are the three things. So if you want to make a living doing something like this, you have to focus on those 3 points, right? And you'll know, like, it's like you guys have directed our channel. People don't ever admit this. They don't ever, these are the things that people don't ever say on YouTube. But fans, your viewers, are the ones who direct you in the way that your channel will go. Because it's like, you guys, I read all your comments, as you know, and it has directed me in a way to where I follow suit and with everything that you guys want, right? Like, I may not say your name, some things I may not bring out, but you will know when we are in the store and I found that apple butter you were looking for. Thank you, Homestead. Thank you pretty much. Thank you pretty much. Thank you very much. Whoa, it's late. Did I just say it's late? It is 8:21. That's when you know you're getting older. 8:30 and you're like, oh, almost time for bed. Thank you, Homestead. Congrats on being an entrepreneur. It's a little scary. It is. It was at first. It was at first, and it's like, because you don't want to, when you make a leap towards something, you don't really know how it's going to go. I was fortunate enough to be able to keep it pushing forward at the same time, knowing how it was going to happen. It's kind of like, in a way, being an entrepreneur is being like a good chess player, right? You want to know what the next move is ahead, right? You don't want to play just knowing that this is the one piece you move, and then this will happen, and then this will happen. No, you want to be 4 or 5 steps ahead of what's going on, right? I was going to say of your opponent, but I'm not really competing with anybody. But that's kind of how you got to look at it. And then when you realize the big picture of it, it makes it easier. Everything else kind of just falls in place. Tanette says, let the ads run 15 to 30 seconds to support Danno and Jess. Thank you very much. You don't have to. But, that's really awesome of you. And we thank every one of you guys. That is the biggest way to support the channel, is to just come on here and watch the videos every day. Even not every day. If I'm sure you're probably going to get bored at some point. Take a week off and then go back and then binge watch like 7 videos. I had a lady, I forget who it was, but she said she wasn't feeling well. She had gotten a touch of the flu, and I left her a comment. I said, oh, I hope you feel better soon, because, it's that time of year. And she said, I'm going to need you to go out and do like 5 or 6 videos today so that I can binge watch these. And I thought, oh, yeah, I don't know about that, but I thought about it. I was like, I could do like, 5 short videos. That'd be too much. That's the thing. It's not just about being persistent and consistent, but it's about balance. It's about balance. I know YouTubers on here that are putting videos out like every 8 hours. And it's like, you're going to get burned out. There's no consistent, or there's no like balance in that. I can do a video every day, but I have time off. It's like, yeah, I put in probably 8 hours a day to do this, but there's things that I do to catch up on the next videos for the day, to where I have, me and Jess time. It's like, it's not what you see is the video that comes out every morning. Sometimes I can get to some of that a little early. The only ones that I try to stick to the exact day is Meijer and Kroger, because those are the 2 stores that we have the most shoppers of the viewers, you guys, that shop the most at there. So I always focus on those sales as fast as I can. I know Meijer, I get there like a day late, but I do the best I can. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? Hi, Danny and wife, and family. Love your, but I'm tired tonight. Went to check in. Good night, everyone. Good night, Yvonne. Have a great night. Have a good weekend. Jeanette says, what is the room you're in? This is the war room. Can't you tell? The army of Squishmallows up here. Jessica's crafting stuff. My adventure is out there poster thingy. and Jessica's cricket cutting gear. That's next on the list. We're working on a nice backdrop. Maybe I can, I don't know, find a little Kroger statue or something. Oh. Lovely Lyric says, I'm not super into groceries necessarily, but I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Lovely. Appreciate that. Big Sissy Banana. Hi, peeps. Well, hello to you, Banana. Salem Jager says, hey, Dan and Jess, sorry, just getting here. Oh, no, that's okay. Probably stay on a little. We're going to stay on a little longer here. I know I've chatted away here tonight. Normally we go, for new viewers, normally we go from 7:30 to 8:30. Sometimes stay on a little bit if I'm still awake. Not fading yet. Got the strong coffee here. That's right. Pike's Place. Starbucks. Got the strong stuff. Because you guys deserve the best. the best Danno I can bring you. Homestead says you can actually get viewer fatigue. Oh, yeah. Tim Furnish says, what about Kroger fuel points? That's an interesting question. I do not talk about it enough. If you are active on your Kroger account, which everybody should be, with the digital coupons, that's where you go to get your digital coupons. Usually one of the first things that pop up is fuel points. And a lot of the things they offer some weird deals, right? There's one sometimes where you can only use them Thursday through Sunday. I don't believe that's this one, though. I had gotten the 4 times fuel points on everything that I had bought that day. There was a coupon a little while back where you would clip the coupon and everything you bought got you the 4 times fuel points. So if you're getting all the sales anyway and buying up a lot of the different deals, and that is included with digital coupons too, all of it with the one that I had. It was 4 times on everything. And I didn't get as much as I wanted to, but I had 30 cents off a gallon over the next week. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But yeah, always pay attention to all the different fuel points. This time of year, gift cards are a big one. Gift cards, if you're buying for the holidays and stuff or birthdays, look for double or 4 times fuel points on those. Usually around December, they'll do the 4 times for the gift cards, right? So that's a great deal. So if you're buying gift cards for everybody, put that on your Kroger Plus card, and boom, you're going to have like all kinds of, you get up to $1 off a gallon eventually, Linda says, do you all use Fetch rewards? Fetch rewards. I'm not sure which one that is. We get comments on different rewards from different stores that we don't know about because we don't have the stores, but always interested to hear about them, though. Cindy, hello. Oh, gotta go. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye, Cindy. Have a great night. Again, sorry if some of you guys I haven't been able to get to. Like I said, we have to keep up in real time, and got a lot of people. Jeanette says, awesome. Margin says, I am over 50, and I am usually home before 7 p.m. Yeah, I am too. I'm not over 50. I'm home by 7 p.m. But yeah, I mean, it's like, the party days are over. No, we still have fun. We have as much fun as we want to. But yeah, it's like I get up so early. I get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to start work. So when you guys think, oh, Dan goes into a store and, wow, that must be a great life. No, I am preparing. I am preparing at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. I got to make sure that nothing's wrong with the video from the night before that I edited, make sure everything went through, make sure it's monetized so I'm getting paid for it. There's been a couple times where it's like, that has come off there. There's been like kind of a, some of the ads weren't in there, and it was like, I don't know what happened, but that's why I get up early to make sure all that's working right. Because that's, and most importantly, to make sure that the video is actually um, on there. Because sometimes there'll be like a problem, it's like if ever there's a copyright claim or something, got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Sometimes they'll just pop, sometimes you'll be done with your video, you'll have it uploaded, you'll have it monetized and all that stuff. And then you'll have it like hours later, like through the night. One hit me at like 3 a.m. one time, and didn't know about it till I got up. And it was a copyright claim from music playing in the background in one of the stores, and boy, it took me hours. I was like, I got up, yeah, it was about 4:35, and I literally worked right up until about 7:30, 7:45. The video got out, but I'll tell you what, I thought it was going to be one of those where I was going to be off schedule. And for the last year, all of my videos have been out at 8:30 in the morning every day. So it's like I didn't want to have, I didn't want to get comments like something happened. I remember one time something did happen. It's been over a year, but something did happen where I had to wait till like 4 in the afternoon to get the video out. And boy, the comment section blew up. People thought something was wrong. And it's like, believe me, if something was wrong, I would let people know right away in maybe the community post or something like that. Because I know so many people follow us every morning, and we really appreciate that. And, again, I try to make it as entertaining as possible. So, because I don't want people to get stale. I don't want it to get stale with people. So I try to add some comedy and stuff like that into the videos too. Well, I'm trying to add that more. Anyway, Julia Peacock says extra fuel points. Sometimes there's a survey. Yes, sometimes there is a survey. Watch out for that though. I did one of those surveys one time. It was Kroger, and I got like 10 points. And it was like, wow, I could have bought a candy bar and got 10 points and not had to sit through this survey. But I'm sure it was a long time ago, so they're probably worth more now. Salem says, Dan, I had sent you something on Facebook about Miami Valley Liquidators. We went today. Don't waste your time. No coffee, no sale anywhere. Oh, okay. Really? Yeah, somebody else had left a comment about that. They must have sold out on them or something. Yeah, one of our other viewers went there and checked it out. Okay, well, yeah. Well, thanks for letting me know, because, yeah, I was planning on making a trip up there. Not to do a video, just to get some good deals on coffee. Hello, Brenda. Brenda says, people are just nasty, awful people. Pray for them. Since 2020, people are just angry. I feel like that's never changed. I feel like there's just angry people everywhere. But, yeah, it's like, it's like people, I don't know. It's like everything, all the nasty comments and stuff like that. I feel like I've been preparing my whole life for this, because you see all that stuff and drama and all that stuff on Facebook anyway, right? So it's like, I just delete it. It's like, well, and like I was saying before, you try to, if people get on there and they're trying to help or be nice and all that stuff, and the person's still getting negative, yeah, I'm sorry. Find another channel to watch. Because, yeah, it is what it is. There's just people out there that just always try to get a rise out of people. I've thought so many things on that. I've thought, well, Dan, maybe you just stop replying to comments. And I thought, Dan, that is not who you are. And I was like, I'm not. It's like, I don't understand a lot of these YouTubers, or anybody for that matter, that don't respond to people who are taking time out of their day to watch your show. And it's like, I see all kinds, even a lot of I don't know, I see channels that are similar to mine in a way, where they don't even comment on anything, like nothing. They'll have like 200 comments, no comments, or even a heart. Like, it's like, they're not even taking the time to heart your comment, right? I mean, I could sit here, like, even if I wasn't reading them, right, which I do, because I need to, because that's information, I would heart everything, it's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of these guys don't even do that. And it's like, wow, it's pretty sad. I don't know. It's like, I've commented on some other YouTube channels before, and it's like, they don't respond, and it's like, I can understand. Maybe they don't know how to respond. I always try to look at the best way, and it's like, well, if they have like 1 million subscribers or something, yeah, I understand that. But if you got 50, 60, 70, 100,000 subscribers, I mean, you could still respond to some of them. Put a community pin on there. Let them know you care. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Something, you know? It just, I don't know. Some of the other YouTubers that are right around where I am, it's like, yeah, it takes a while and you may not have the time out of the day, but I look at it as part of the job, right? It may get to the point someday where I can't comment, on everything, and I'm sure it'll get to that at some point. But I'll always, even if it comes down to it, like I heard Adam the Woo, which some of you probably know who he is. I heard him say one time that it's just taken so much out of his day to comment on everybody's comments. And it does. It really does. I spend probably 2 to maybe 3 hours a day commenting, if you were to add in all the little time breaks I comment. Anyway, he said that he'll randomly go through and pick out people to comment on. And I thought, yeah, that's a good thing because he gets thousands of comments. And it's like, but that's good that he's still taking part in that because he doesn't have to, right? And I guess nobody has to, but I don't know. It's like I appreciate everybody coming to my channel and watching what's going on. Plus the way we have it on this channel is kind of community based, of how we do things, and that's part of it. But anyway, I know I'm going on and on. Nobody wants to hear that. Lori says, Fetch is an app that you scan your receipts and get points. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Rita is working on a $50 car. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Jessica does a couple. She does something like that. It's not called Fetch. It's another one. Tommy Creamer says, "Hey Danno, do you know if Costco or Sam's Club carries the Lay's stacks?" I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. I know they carry the big boxes of Pringles. I don't know. I don't think they do at Sam's. They might at Costco. I don't know. I remember the ones at Sam's Club. They rarely have the Pringles at Sam's Club, but I remember it not being that great of a deal. They're the small cups. Like there's like 30 or 40 or something of the small cups, but I remember it being like overly expensive. Homestead says, "Me too. I thought you were a night shift worker." Oh, talking to somebody. Good night, Cheryl. Adventures with Tater Tot. Sherry, I do the same thing. Linda says, Daniel, most mornings I watch you before I have my coffee. Wow. Now, see, if I was going to watch me, I have to have coffee first. Thank you. Linda says, good video, Danno. New here, so it's fun to watch you. Thanks. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Give it a couple months. Might get a little boring. No, this is the fun time. This is the time where we're out, we're trying to find, the best deals, which we always are. But now we got all the holiday stuff coming up. We got all the Christmas stuff coming up. Yeah, I have to wait to show some of our decorations. But yeah, now we're going to have some fun videos coming out here too. We're going to be going to Festival of Lights at the Cincinnati Zoo, #1 zoo in the country. If you've never been to Cincinnati Zoo, yeah, you need to check it out. Cincinnati Zoo is awesome. We will definitely be going to check those out. We'll be going to Winterfest at Kings Island, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And those are the fun videos we like to do. With the holidays, we try to remain focused on what we're doing here, but we will sprinkle in some fun videos, as far as, checking out some Christmas lights and that kind of stuff. That should be fun. Eileen Thomas, hello. Good evening, Danno and Jess. Linda says Dollar Tree has Lay's stacks usually. Yes, and they're $1.25 compared to $1.59 or whatever they're up to at Kroger now. That was the last time I checked them at Kroger. Brenda says it's Jungle Gyms like an organic market. It is. It's everything. They've got. It's an international. They call it Jungle Gyms International Market now. It used to be Jungle Gyms Farmers Market, which it's still a farmers market. But now they've added like all the different international products. Like you can shop products from Japan, China, uh, everywhere, Asia, just all different kinds, all different. My or not my, from the UK, different products. I need to go. The place is so big, it's a little overwhelming. I need to film like different sections. I need to do just the international market, do the farmers market part, and I believe all that produce is organic. I don't know if any of it's not. Um, but yeah, as far as like the main grocery area, because it's so huge. It's like a mall of groceries. It's a little not too far from here. It's about a 40-minute drive, 45-minute drive. Uh, but I love that place. I wish I could go there this weekend, but we've already got some stuff in Kentucky scheduled. So, Bubble Bobble says, Danno, you're becoming a YouTube superstar. More and more people are joining your channel every day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, we are. It's gotten pretty big here over the last couple weeks. I feel like there was a time we had gotten 500 subscribers in 24 hours about a week ago. I'll tell you, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I thought something was wrong. Like, I'm like, this don't make sense. And then we're getting comments from a bunch of people I've never heard of before. And it was like, oh, okay, well, I get, because I was waiting for something to come off, like, well, this might not be real or it's a dream. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. 500 subscribers in 24 hours. And I don't know, I can't even remember. It's been like a few weeks since we hit 20,000 subscribers. And we're already at 22,000 something. I don't even know. It keeps going up. Thank you all. I'm glad everyone is enjoying the channel. I'm glad that, I hope we're helping. I hope that, we're able to, if nothing else, provide some entertainment in the grocery stores. So, like, we've had some comments, some people just like watching the channel, and we love that. We love that we're able to provide an entertainment as well as, showing everything, prices, trying to save you money, every which way. It really is, it's hard to bring it in sometimes. It is hard, especially when you get a couple thousand subscribers in just a few days. It's makes you think, like, a lot of people are really tuning in, and it makes us feel good about what we're doing, and it's just amazing. I can't say anything else about it. It's just awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are the adventure in our show. Homestead says, Adventures with Danno, you go do the feeding with me and the goats, chickens, cats, dogs every day. I always wait for you to start my feeding, or I always wait for you to start my feeding. I'm eating my bowl right now, but you were there too. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know I got to get out to my buddies, uh, get some eggs. He's got a bunch of chickens. I saw an awesome video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's this awesome, like, I think it's a YouTube short video. Um, and this guy he's got like, I don't know, 30 or 40 baby goats, right? And I mean, they are adorable. And he takes these old, like, Sprite bottles and he puts like the nipples on them and fills them up with the milk, and they go in like this little, like, wooden uh, fence thing. And he has them all set up, and you're thinking, like, what is this? And then he opens up the door, and like all these little baby goats come running out like 100 miles an hour to the different Sprite bottles. I was like, wow, that is like one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. But you could probably look it up. Just Sprite bottle goats eating. I don't know. I don't know how you would. I forget what the video was called, but it was hilarious. It's only like a minute long, but it is hilarious. Linda Farrow says, I have 6 beef roasts and 12 pounds of burger on the way to Cannes. That is awesome. Awesome. Can on. Brenda says, yes, the bloopers video. Yes. I know. I wouldn't have to work too hard on that because that's pretty much, I edit all that stuff out. Problem is that I trash it. I trash all the blooper stuff. I never save it. It's just too much. So it would have to be something where I'd have to do it like that day, Let's see. Lori says, I just hit 900 subs. I need to do a happy dance short. That is awesome. Congratulations. That is really cool. Lovely Lyric says, it's your personality, Danno. You seem like you appreciate everything and everyone. I do. Thank you. I do, absolutely. Can always find something to get you going in the morning. You always find something. There's always and for me, it's your guys' comments. Like, going over these comments, like, and going back to other YouTubers, like, you want to find inspiration in your fans or your family or your friends. You don't have to look too hard to find inspiration for things. And, with you guys, giving me all these great comments all the time, that's my motivation. Some of it chooses what store I go to the next day. And it's like, okay, so many people were talking about this. Where do I know where this is at the most, right? Like if you're talking about back to Big Lots, just an example. If you're looking for cashews, if you're looking for peanuts, if you're looking for specialty nuts. I know a lot of people haven't been able to find Imperial nuts, right? It's been a while. Big Lots sells a lot of them. They're not cheap, but they do have them. And it's like, if I get like 10 comments on something like that within a week, well, I'm thinking, well, it's time to go back to Big Lots. We'll talk about some other things that some other people haven't been able to find, because you can find some good deals. And I don't know what's up with the water situation. We have gotten 100 comments in the last week about water being low or out in some stores. And yeah, it's been low in a lot of our stores too. Meijer seems to always be low, but it was very low at Target. We saw that it was pretty empty at Dollar General. It's like I've never seen it that empty at Dollar General before. They had some, but not much. And I saw the other day at Kroger, lower than normal. Still had a bunch, but way lower than what they normally have. So it's something we do have to keep an eye on. And if you're one of the ones, this is where you can talk about it and ask, like, okay, well, Michigan's been a big one. I'll just say right there, Michigan, there's probably 20, 30 comments of people that over the last week or two have talked about bottled water not being in the stores. Michigan is an important place where you need bottled water because there's been all kinds of difficult water problems. I'm not going to go all into it, but most of you probably know that they need to fix. It's continued to be an issue. And it's like, yeah, they need to be sending the water up there constantly because you need fresh drinking water. And it's like, if there's stuff that's, with the faucet, with the water lines and stuff, it's like they need it. And it's like, sure enough, that's where we're getting the most comments. So it's definitely something we need to pay attention to. Lori says, oh my God, I love baby goats. I'll tell you, if I was to look it up on YouTube, I would probably just type in baby goats eating milk out of a Sprite bottle, because the guy makes it like he's making it a significant thing on the video that he's making these out of old 20-ounce Sprite bottles. And I mean, it's hilarious and adorable. And I don't know, it might have actually been like a TikTok video on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook. I don't really know. Might have been YouTube. But it looked like a professionally done video, so I'm sure it's probably everywhere. Heather says, I keep asking my husband for a goat. He thinks I'm kidding. Goats are great. Just be careful. I had a friend whose neighbor had a goat for a pet. They eat everything. They will eat a can of. Just don't leave anything in their way. They will literally eat a can of pop that's been drunk, and they will eat like they love like toilet paper, paper towels. They will eat anything metal. Like keep that stuff away from them. But I love that goat. That goat was awesome. Lovely Lyric says, True, Anna, just click on Danno and Jess. Listen while I do the dishes. I miss it. Oh, Anna says, You have a soothing voice. Nice to listen while we are busy doing things. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've gotten comments like the whole ASMR voice thing. And that's pretty cool. Like, we've gotten comments. One recently where I guess a lady's kid has autism. Okay, and I won't go too deep into it. This was something that was in an email, and I don't give any names on things that are in an email because that's why they're emailing me because it's private information. Um, and that she really appreciated the my voice, that it calms him down, or her kid. It was a him. Really calms him down. And she was saying that about the ASMR. And I thought to myself, I've gotten comments on that before. And it's like, it's very interesting. I was like, so I do think of these things when I'm doing the video. Like if it's calming, well, now I focus a little more on it than I used to. Like I try not. That's part of the reason why I try not to get like too angry, at things. Even though some of the stuff can get really crazy, like I'm not paying uh, some of these prices. You know, I won't. Let's see here. Martin says, I want a goat so much. Yeah, just type in baby goats drinking milk. I'm sure it'll pop up. That's probably one of the most popular ones. One cool thing, talking about the Cincinnati Zoo again, I actually did a video and I can't for the life of me remember which one it was because we've done several at the zoo. It would have been one where I was by myself because I know Jessica wasn't with me. But, oh yeah, and they had just opened the children's zoo back up after COVID. Okay. And they had all the goats, all the little baby ones, everything. And I'm the only one there. And I did a video. Uh, I don't remember which video it was. I'd have to look it up. But I go in there and I'm the only one in there and I'm petting all these goats. They're coming up, just licking my hand. And yeah, it was nice. It was like the second day they had just opened that and they were excited to just see somebody back there. I was just going back there to film the children's zoo opening because we've had a couple requests to do videos at the zoo. I still like to do them whenever I get the opportunity. If they reach out to me, I definitely go to the zoo and do videos there. Same with any place around here. The History Museum reached out to me a couple different times, and what, I've done a few videos on the History Museum, and it's like that's one of the things. It's hard to kind of repeat myself. When there's nothing new. It's like I've seen everything so many times. I did um, uh, the Maya exhibit a while back. I did a lot of footage on the gemstones and all this stuff, and it was okay. I wasn't. That's the thing. You're gonna do a video on something. You gotta be like. It's hard to hype yourself up for something that you're not really that interested in. And it was like I was interested in it. I mean, they gave me a ticket for free to do the video and everything. And but it was just kind of I felt like the information, anything when you go back thousands and thousands of years, it's hard to really like take that, it's like they should put like take this with a grain of salt. Like this is what we think. We're not 100%. You know, not saying it wasn't true, but some of it seemed kind of fudged a little bit. But yeah, it was cool seeing all the dinosaurs and all that stuff, in the other part of the History Museum. Plus, our museum has great food. Great food, and it's pretty cheap. Like, the burger's actually a burger. Uh, you wouldn't think at a museum that they would have great food, but it's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, Heather. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Um, it says, always know what the prices are. Sometimes it is such a shocker to hear the prices. It really is. It really is. Sometimes, like, I try to do the videos where it's like, I am shocked with you, right? Because it's like, if I see something, I like to go up to something that somebody's talked about or we've seen or we're discussing at that time and kind of bring that shocked approach, because I am. I'm giving you the literal sense of how I feel when I'm looking at it. I don't go up to, or at least I try not to. It's part of the reason why I don't look at the ads before I go. I appreciate everybody leaving that in the comments, and I will grab an ad to make sure that we're seeing all the sales, but I try to give it that approach to where it's like we're going into the store together and checking this stuff out together. Like, and it kind of helps with being able to gauge whether it's a better deal or not. Like, some of the things, I don't know. It's just kind of the way I've always done it. I know I've been going over a lot more of the ads lately, mostly because I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything, because it is easy to do that when you do videos the way I do them. Margin says, this is true. Some voices really bother me. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched some people are pretty clever with it. Some people, they'll have like music kind of playing very quietly, while it's going on. Some I like, some I don't. That's the problem with putting music behind stuff you're doing, is that some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. I mean, I guess that's with everything, but I don't know. Some people do that, and it's like, I can't even hear what you're saying. Like, turn the volume down on the music. Because I'm not interested in the song. I'm interested in what you have to say. Lovely Lyric says, LOL, I try not to get too angry. Yeah, you can't. It is what it is. We, just sometimes, and these are the things we were talking about, months ago, is we have to become smart shoppers. We have to, even those of you, and most of you are smart shoppers. We need to become smarter, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, we need to think of the future, right? This is why we shop at places like Sam's Club and Costco and even places like Walmart. When you find good deals, there's a good possibility that that's going to be going up in price next week. That is what I think in my head, is that the price of what it is now is better than any other store around here. I'm going to go ahead and buy up what I need for the next couple months of this stuff. Take sugar. Sugar is skyrocketing in the stores. I am getting comments from everybody that the prices are getting ridiculous. They're getting ridiculous here too. But another big one, especially in some of the northern states here, is sugar. And it's something that we need to pay attention to. And this is something that I've even said, don't worry too much about the price on sugar, because a lot of places it's going out the door. People are either, and it's not that they're buying it up either, it's that they're not getting it in. That's another thing that I try to stress. Like, people have all the different ideas of what these inconvenience stickers can be. Like, I talk to Kroger's managers and people who put these stickers out, so I know what they're doing, how they're doing it. So if somebody gets on here and leaves a comment, oh, no, they have it. No, they don't. Or it's something to be concerned about, right? It's like, today I was at Kroger Marketplace, as you know, and they had they put a new inconvenience sticker on the 10-pound bags of Domino sugar. Okay, now, yes, they could get the order in, but they may not. They may not get it in, right? So it's like, and this isn't Kroger's trying to pull a scam on nobody or anything. This is them telling you, hey, you know, it's coming. This may be gone for the next couple weeks. This is what we saw last year. That's why I love Kroger for doing this, because they put these stickers on everything that they either know they're not going to, that they haven't gotten the order in, so that they've already got it out there, so people can't say, oh no, you had one and they did this. They are 100% upfront about everything. That is why I love Kroger. And the Kroger Marketplace does a fantastic job. Our other Kroger does a fantastic job on it too. Now, I can name a couple other Krogers around here that don't do a great job, but the two that I go to, they're always on top of all that. So that when you see that and they have some, buy it, because chances are they may not have it for a few weeks. Domino Sugar, as we know, there was a recall on the tubs, right? Now that may have, I know they've thrown them all off the shelf, so you can't buy them, but it is something that if you have one in your cabinet, you want to check the date, check with the date online, go to the Domino Sugar tubs recall. It's the newer tubs that they've been putting out, not the canisters, but the white tub things, and check to make sure that yours wasn't part of that recall. But that could have something to do with the inconvenience stickers on Domino Sugar lately. Yes, margin butter is going up also. We saw regular price of Land O'Lakes go up to $6.49, which has gone up 50 cents a month. It went up to $5.99, which was crazy, from initially being $4.49. Or yeah, it was $4.49 like last year, and it's gone up $2 in a year. So I have been kind of looking through some of my old clips of some of the other videos, just so that we can do like a comparison of some of what these prices were last year. And it's amazing. It's amazing how much things have gone up. I mean, it's been nonstop. Nonstop. It's like they're throwing all these Thanksgiving sales. And this is what I don't like. They're throwing all these Thanksgiving sales out here right now. They're throwing them all out, right? Like, hey, $2 stuffing, this. People say that their price of the $3.29 stuffing, that it's not going to go up to that. I don't think so. I think we're going to have a stretch where it is going to go up to that price, and then they'll throw it back on sale a week or two before Thanksgiving. So, and I know they have never raised it to that price, but who knows these days? I'm not going to wait around for it to. I'm going to go ahead and get what I need until Christmas, so that I don't spend that extra $1.29 or whatever. Hello, Erica. Sorry, I just seen you on here. Linda Farrow says, I just subscribed, Lori. Yes, that is awesome. Yes. Lori is an awesome person. She does a lot of like cooking videos and stuff. Kind of a personal vlogger as well. Really cool stuff. Lovely Lyric says, I think I have undiagnosed PTSD, not going into why, but it's really painful. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. You can, maybe consider getting a service animal. I have a friend who has had service animals since he got out of the military. And, they help. They really do. Margin says, thank God for your channel to help us. You're very welcome. Sandy G says, Danno, my parents were from Cleveland. Went there when I was 10 and 16 to see my grandmother. Didn't find it very likable. Would like to visit your area, though. Cincinnati is awesome. There's so much stuff to do here that a lot of people just don't know about. I mean, we've got, talking about the museum, one of the best museums in the country. Cincinnati Zoo, #1 zoo in the country. And if you go to the zoo, you'll know why. You don't have to walk too far to say this place is awesome. And there's a lot of cool stuff. Downtown Cincinnati, there's a lot of cool stuff to do. We have the levee across the river in northern Kentucky. All kinds of stuff to do there. That's where I did my first video. Newport on the Levee, right outside the Newport Aquarium. which is now number one in the country. Used to be the one down in Gatlinburg. I read a review on that the other day. It's like nothing changed with the Newport Aquarium. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's like Jess says. Jess seems to think because it's like Kings Island, which is our theme park up north here. It won the best Halloween, number one Halloween event in the country. So Jess seems to think that people just don't vote for Universal. Because as you guys know, we were at Universal Studios, the Halloween Horror Nights. And after being at Kings Island like my whole life, I've never been to something like down in Orlando. That was the coolest Halloween event I've ever been to in my life. It was awesome. I mean, we went through a couple different haunted houses that they have, and they're like movie themed. We went through the original Halloween, the Michael Myers. It's like the whole set is based on the original Michael Myers Halloween movie, like to a T. It was so awesome, and the water shows and all this stuff. I mean, in my opinion, no pun intended, it blew Kings Island out of the water. I mean, like, was not even close. But me and Jess have talked about this. It just seems like most people. Who's doing the voting here? Now, the Cincinnati Zoo has been voted number one by many different sources, like USA Today, um, and a couple other ones. But Cincinnati Zoo is pretty awesome. Kings Island is awesome too. Don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like it came anywhere close to Halloween Horror Nights event. Like nowhere close. Let's see. Yes, Margin, you can definitely freeze butter. I can't believe it either, Lyrics. Christmas season is here. I'm not I'm not prepared, but we need Christmas trees and lights to cheer us up. Exactly. Absolutely. Gummo Dude says, I always start my day with Danno. Well, thank you very much, buddy. Lovely Lyric says, I have a service animal, and yes, it helps. Aside from the fact it's expensive, yeah. That's awesome, though. Wendy Cameron says, I found the Arby's sauce you showed on your channel recently. At... The heck was that? Heard some kind of noise out there. Let's see. Where was I? Found the Arby's sauce. Not only do you show us good deals, but also other items we might like to buy. Thanks, Danno. You are very welcome. Speaking of that, somebody asked about the Chick-fil-A sauce the other day. They do sell it. I did not see it at Kroger the other day, but I saw it at Meijer. So if you have a Meijer near you, they sell it there. They usually sell it at Kroger too. I just couldn't find it. Also, I did see that the hot sauce is back. Frank's Red Hot Sauce, but it's just in the big containers. Big containers for that, not the smaller ones. $6.49 for the bigger one too. I actually think that at Kroger may be. I didn't see how many ounces it was. I think the one at Sam's Club is, well, it's a giant one. It's like 144 ounces or something ridiculous. And it's $15, but I was trying to think of what that breaks down to in ounces. I'll have to check into that. Somebody asked that on the channel the other day, but it does look like they got the bigger ones back in at Kroger. They'll probably have the smaller ones here at some point. I wonder if they're just coming back at a higher price. I don't know what the bigger ones were before at Kroger, but I know the smaller ones were $2.99. They had gone up from $2.49 to $2.99. So we'll see what they may go up again. Linda Farrow says, I have about 40 pounds of sugar. Good. You're set. Jen says, is it just me? The quality and taste of store brand dairy products have been horrible. I don't know. I haven't had any issues with Kroger. We usually get Kroger milk, and Kroger cheese a lot of times. No real issues there. No issues with the eggs. And no issues with the butter. So yeah, I don't know. Some of the other brands I really wouldn't know because we don't buy. Um, Meyer brand's kind of gotten a little expensive on things. Meyer milk is terrible. Meyer, oh, I do not. There's something I just do not like their milk. Jessica doesn't either. But yeah, their dairy's bad. And I don't know about their eggs either. For some reason, I think that we didn't like their eggs either. Might be onto something there. I don't know what. I just kind of always think about Kroger. Like, we get Kroger milk or we get United Dairy Farmers milk. United Dairy Farmers is a little expensive, but if we happen to forget it or something, we're pretty close to UDF. So, but Kroger milk's always been good. Another good milk is Great Value. I feel like, now I haven't had it in a while, but I know that when we're at Walmart and we need milk and just don't want to go to Kroger, we'll get it at Walmart, and it's pretty good. Wendy says she saw the Chick-fil-A sauce at Safeway and Food Lion if anyone has one in their town. Yeah, it seems to be getting pretty popular. I mean, the sauce has always been popular. I mean, they're starting to get it out everywhere. Lovely Lyric says, my service animal is getting older, and yes, I worry and spoil him. He's become my whole life, really. From daylight till dark, he has to be tended. He has to be tended to like a child, really. Tended to. Sorry. Kevin Foley says, hi, everyone from Lakeland, Florida. Hello to you. Love Lakeland. Brenda says, Jungle Gems must be a world market. It is. It is. It's enormous. Like, I don't even know how to really. I don't know. We've done a couple videos up there. Like I said, I need to do one where I just do the international markets, where we go over a lot of the. Would you guys be interested in that? I know, like, I meant to put that out in a video one time, um, to look at a lot of the different international foods and stuff like that at Jungle Gems. I think it's pretty interesting. It's a lot of, like I said, different foods from all around the world, and it's really cool and it's huge, and that's why it would probably be one whole video of just that. Maybe like a Jungle Gems Part One video or something, because it would literally take me all day to film that. Thank you, Margin. Thank you very much. And yes, thank you for the veterans. Happy Veterans Day. If you guys are just tuning in, absolutely. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all who have served. Tommy Kramer says Kraft has a sauce out like the Big Mac sauce at McDonald's. Yeah, yeah. But it's basically Thousand Island, right? I think you take Thousand Island and it's got like maybe a little bit of mayonnaise. So yeah, it would make sense that Kraft would make that. I've never tried it. I do like the Big Mac sauce. It's been years since I've had a Big Mac. I'm not a fan of McDonald's. We'll get it every now and then if we're on a road trip or something, or every now and then. But I don't know. I've just completely fallen out of love with McDonald's. Their fries don't taste the same anymore. They used to be awesome. You know, I think they changed, like, maybe the oil they cook with, maybe to be a little healthier. And that's fine. That's good. But it's not dripping with grease anymore. So I don't know. I just don't like the taste of them. If I do go to McDonald's, I just get like a regular cheeseburger. I don't get anything fancy anymore. I don't know, even the quarter pounder. I remember like a while back I got a Big Mac, and it just, I don't know, it just did not taste the same. Sandy G says, my husband's family is still there. Haven't been able to afford to go visit since the move last year. I miss my friends. Yeah. Well, you got to get back at some point to see them. I know, times are tough. They're still tough. It's hard. Roby says most of the Aldi brands are awesome. I agree with you. I agree there. We love a lot of the Benton's products. I love the Brookdale products. You guys know that. Um, Brookdale tuna, 77 cents a can, and it's great. It's delicious. Uh, Lovely Lyric says how the animals are treated makes a difference. I truly believe in the taste of the milk and meat. Absolutely. Tina Plexico says, yes, please check out the spring rolls. Boy, that sounds really good. Oh, pretty hungry. We didn't have dinner, so I don't know. Probably gonna make some Progresso soup after we're done here. Sandy G says, Danno, what does Jess do for work if that's not too intrusive? Uh, no, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk. If she was on here, she would probably talk about it, but I won't. Um, I believe we've talked about it before. Jess, are you on here? I'll let you answer that. I don't know. I haven't seen Jess on here. I bet she fell asleep. Roby says Texas has Whataburger. I had Whataburger down in Florida. Florida, it was actually pretty good. I can't remember if it was. No, it wasn't Whataburger. It was Burger Fi. Burger Fi, is that right? Um, yeah, Burger Fi, and it was a Wagyu burger. And actually, it was okay. I remember the onion rings. The onion rings were absolutely delicious, but I felt like the burger was a little overrated. Like everybody was saying, "Oh, get the Wagyu burger," and it was like, yeah. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great. It was a little pricey. Um, but the onion rings were fantastic. All right, Lori. Have a good night. Lovely Lyrics is going to have an egg salad and a pita. That actually sounds really good. Yeah, Lyrics, I don't know. Like I said, it's just been a while since I've been there. I don't know, and maybe some McDonald's are different, or maybe I'm just the unlucky one that always gets the cold fries. I remember one time I asked for fresh fries and they were still solid, and it's like, and by that point, it's like you don't want to turn around and go back. I did one time and they did make them fresh. It's been a while though. I don't know. No, I don't think they really taste the same, but every McDonald's might be a little different too. What was I? Lost my place. Sandy G says, if we're ever in Cali, go to the San Diego Zoo. It is very nice. Yes, I agree. And that was rated second on the list. And I've had family out in California that have been to the zoo, and I feel like that should still be number one. I know that it's number two on a lot of the lists now. Cincinnati's number one, but I feel like either one could be number one. San Diego, I mean, they have like the safari and all that stuff too, right? So, I mean, I would love to go to San Diego Zoo. Um, yeah, that would be really awesome. Plus, I'd love to go to San Diego anyway. When he says, I wish they wouldn't try to make fast food healthy. I remember years ago walking into a donut shop and they had cholesterol free donuts. I was like, what? I want a donut full of fat and sugar. Yeah, I don't really feel like you're eating a donut to be healthy. I hear you there. Plus, I kind of, I don't know. I feel like some of these foods, when you come out with something, let's take the Big Mac or something, and you come out with something that was a big hit for so many years, right? And then you change it. You change the ingredients. We don't even know what it is anymore. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just you've changed the sandwich without changing the sandwich. Like you're not this Thousand Island don't taste the same. The cheese tastes like rubber. You know what I'm saying? Like these little things change, and that's kind of what's gotten me away from a lot of fast food because it's like, eh, it's like I can go to the stores and get exactly what I want. Jessica makes the best burgers on the planet, so we're good there. Laura says, I appreciate the time you take to show us all the sales and what's low in stock. Thank you very much. Thank you. Guys, also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on here. Uh, we'll be ending it shortly. A lot of people come onto the channel here after the live show and actually watch the entire live show. I have it set up on replay so where people can read the comments and stuff. So, this is another thing. And I do that for the purpose that, we can connect. Other people can connect with each other and become friends. We've had a lot of people become friends from different parts of the world on here, and it's really awesome. And a lot of stores that we don't have too are connecting in that way, and it's just awesome to meet people from your areas and stuff. Also. And that's something I should say. We had somebody the other day, like, I don't know if it was true, but they straight up left their address and stuff on there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. I erased it. Yes, I will erase that. That is not safe for you. I don't know what the deal was, but yeah, don't ever put your address. Like, put your city, right? City and state. Don't ever put your address on there. Like, I mean, that's your personal business, I guess. But no, that's not smart. That's not smart. Martin says I-75 always had construction going on between Ohio and Kentucky. Is it still going on? Of course it is. It ain't never gonna end. We're gonna have orange barrels. I dream of orange barrels sometimes. It's ridiculous. Now they're building the new bridge. They're gonna be building the new bridge. It's like that's gonna take 20 years probably. Tommy Creamer says there's a sale on Johnsonville sausage links. The 30 pack for $6.99. My local store didn't have any. So they gave me 2 packages for the sale price. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. If that ever happens, ask people. Like, hey, well, since you don't have this, can I still get the deal of the single packs? I mean, that's worked for me a couple times in the past. You're right, Lyrics. It is a super fatty burger. I like more leaner burgers. 80% is why I always kind of talk down about the 73%. Not real big on those. I feel like 80-20 is the perfect ratio where you're getting more burger and it's like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, years ago I liked I'll eat it. If I'm in a grill out or something, if we're camping and somebody else brings burgers and I'm just not. It's like, with the super fatty ones, it's like, your burger starts out like this and then it shrinks down to about like that. So it's like you lose a lot in fat that way. Uh, Brenda says goats are great, but they are destructive. Yes, they are. No doubt. Abba Servant, hello. How are you? Brenda, it's a sensory thing. It's auto sensor. I don't remember. It's something. It's like different sounds and tones that are soothing to people. It's like a calming effect. Kind of like what I was talking about with the boy who had autism. Like I guess he watches for the sound and it calms him down, which is really awesome. Really awesome. It was a great story. Kathy says, good night, Danno and Jess, and all have a great weekend. You have a great weekend too, Kath. Let's see. Cooked in beef fat? Okay. No, I don't know. I think it was peanut oil and then they changed it a while back to some other kind of oil. Yeah, I don't know, Roby. I'm not really sure. Like it's a sensory thing. Tommy Creek. Yeah, if you're talking about like the channels, like I know there's some YouTube channels that are um, some people's, but see, I think some people react to those kind of sounds differently. So I don't know if a lot of those channels are made for a certain group of people. I don't really know. Um, but I do know that it has to do with a lot of calming effects. Tommy Kramer says the orange barrels I call Schneider eggs because Schneider pulls orange trailers. Oh. Adventures with Tot says Roby, I don't either, to be honest. Cynthia Moore, hello. Hello to you. Have a nice Veterans Day today. Good evening, everyone. Yes, you too, Cynthia. Happy Veterans Day. Martin says, we moved to Kentucky in 1977 and I-75 had construction going on back then. Yeah, it's always under construction. I mean, you'll find like a few months where it's not, but then, they just show up. Maybe they mess up on purpose so that they just have a job that they can keep going back to. No, that's not true, but so many people say that. Lovely Lyric says, I got to get off here too and get some eggs boiling, take a warm bath, and get in my pajamas. I got to try to go through some Christmas decorations and push myself into the season. There you go. Heck yeah. All right, Wendy, have a good night. Yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Caught up. I apologize. I'll give it another minute here in case I missed anything. If you'd left a comment, now's your time. If I missed it. PA lady, hello. Yes, we're doing good. About ready to wrap it up for the night, unfortunately. We're on here a lot longer than that. It's been 2 hours almost. Erica says, good night, lovely lyrics. Salem Yeager says, good night. Good night to you, bud. Give it another few seconds here, because in case anybody left anything important, I apologize. Like I said, we do have to keep up in real time. That's just the way we have to do it these days, because we are getting tens of thousands of subscribers now. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. It's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. Like I tell Jess, like when we had the 500 subscribers in 24 hours, like Jess couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is crazy. Like so many people just jumping on, it was like to some of these videos. Some of our videos really took off. Me and Jess did one of our Walmart videos, got over 150,000 views and growing. And it was like, we got a lot of subscribers from that. A lot of people reaching out to us, trying to find, some of the better deals. A lot of people with a lot of empty shelf stories. And it's unfortunate because, it's like, I thought we may have been past a lot of this stuff. I know prices are going up. When prices go up, you expect to have the products. Some products we see go up in price and there's no product. So, it's like we'll see stickers change. Like, well, that got more expensive and they don't even have it. Good night, Erica. You're very welcome, Veronica. Good night, Tina. Good night, DJI. Have a good night, buddy. PA lady, good night. Sweet dreams. Erica, lovely lyric says, everybody have sweet dreams. Have a great weekend. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the live show. I love doing these live shows with you guys, giving us a chance to talk on a more personal level. It's always awesome hanging out with everybody, getting to know you guys a little bit more, and it's great. It's great. This is a wonderful night. Apparently, it's going to end for the heat. It has been very nice here for the last week. Up near 70 every day. Tomorrow, I think we have a high of 40. So I need to go get out all my long pants. No more shorts, no sleeveless. It's looking like we've got winter is here. Or at least the cold fall part of the temperatures. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Veterans Day. Get ready for the holidays. Stock up on some of these deals. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 8:30. Have a great night. I was almost going to say the line, but the adventure is out there.